All right. And hello, everyone, and welcome back to BU Inspirational Interviews. I am here at Pacific Vibes Studio. Actually, I think in the audience we have the owner. Will the owner come up? Where are you? In the back row? Panama Steve? There he is. Woo! Steve, have a seat really quick before we introduce. No, stay where you're at.
I'm warm out there. I'm a little sweaty. Excuse me.
This is Panama Steve. He is the owner of Pacific Vibes Studio. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what's going on this in September?
September 20th.
My birthday.
Happy birthday in advance. From 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. we're going to have creative culture here once again. It's going to be a vibe. We're going to have cars, models, artists performing. It's the homie 4-footers 45th. We're going to have live art. It's going to be a good time.
Awesome. So if you are in San Jose, feel free to hit up Panama Steve, let him know you're coming, and it's going to be a vibe. Yeah.
It's a pleasure
thank
having
you.
you.
Yeah,
You
thank
guys
you
have a
for
good
your
interview.
studio. All right. Next to me, I have the one and only Ziggy.
What up, though?
Woo!
What up, though?
So Ziggy is, so if you watched Panama Steve's interview, he is the one that was snoring.
That's me.
He was in the live studio audience.
That's definitely me.
And Ziggy, we met in like a whole nother lifetime, basically. You met the old Serena, who is dead and gone. She was in her video vixen era, model era.
She's out of there.
She's dead.
Okay.
But she was cool. She was, she
She
did
was
her thing.
She was hella cool.
Yeah. So Ziggy, want to tell a little bit about yourself to the BU community and who you are, what you do?
Well, my name's Ziggy. I'm from West Side San Jose. I started doing music real young.
How young?
I mean, like really writing music or like doing music probably like 9. But then
9. Wow.
yeah, like I recorded my first song when I was like 9, 10. But then like professionally, like going in front of people, like selling CDs and stuff like that, probably like 17, 18 maybe. Like with my boys and shit like that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Stuff like that. I'm sorry about that. I'm like, that's wrong. Yeah. Okay.
So, what are you doing now, and what's the difference between when you started at 17? Like, what are some creative differences that you notice in yourself now?
Well, I think like the way that you like kind of like got to present yourself is a little different.
Yeah.
The way you got to market yourself is a little different. Attention span is like, what I'm saying, real short.
Now or before?
Now,
Oh.
you know,
You mean
like
the public? Like.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So like, like back then we were able to like, do shows and like, kind of like really sell our CDs off the strength. You know what I mean? We could make a little money off of like getting off 30 or 40 real quick, and then like, like nowadays it's like, it's hard to get people to, participate more. You know what I mean? Because everything's like so quick, so fast. Like, as far as like it goes online. You know what I mean? Like, but it's been a little bit more of a challenge. It's not like not doable. You know what I mean? Like, it could happen, but that's one of the big differences. I think back then I was with a group. I had like, it was a lot of more minds in the studio. You know what I mean? So, we was all like trying to be, we was in high school and shit like that. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We was in high school and stuff like that. So like, we didn't have kids. We didn't have like, oh, I gotta be home. Like, I can't just leave my daughter type situation. So,
Yeah.
that's one of the big things for me too. Like, you know, I'm a father now, so like a lot of those things that I was like rapping about, talking about, being able to do back then, I can't just get up and go to Chico or nothing like that, like right now. You know what I mean? Like, so that's been the change too. I mean, for me personally, with doing music, but as far as like presenting the music, I think that's what it is. Like, trying to market it is
Yeah.
different. Everybody's just real quick with the draw. So,
Yeah.
we gotta find ways to get it to them faster, get it to them quick, and you know what I mean, and be able to put them butts in the seats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
So your style, I listened to like your newer stuff, and you have like a really what I just observed is you have like a really quick mind, like you can think quick because you
Yeah.
freestyle too, right?
I mean,
Or I thought it was a freestyle, maybe
somewhat.
not.
Nah. I mean, I do a lot of raps that's like just like talking about anything, but like,
Yeah, but you
but
have
you've
you
seen me in the
use.
studio recording before, I think, right? Have you?
I've seen you
No.
perform.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't like. I don't think I'm
Oh wait,
quick-minded.
yes I did. I was in the studio once
I
when
think
you were there. Yeah.
I think I like. I don't know if I'm quick-minded. I think I'm more like.
You're definitely an intellectual because some of the word choices that you use are not like average, basic. You know, you're
Yeah.
smart is what I'm trying to tell you.
No, for sure. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then the metaphors you use are kind of out of the boxes, which I was. That's what I like. You know, like
Yeah.
I like the more intelligent, conscious rappers, like like the Living Legends,
Off top.
um,
We were talking about Merce
hieroglyphics.
off the cam.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like you follow along those lines a little bit more um, than like a basic average like rapper who talks about the same stuff. You hear it everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
You go a little bit deeper with it, which is appreciated.
A lot of it is where like I kind of like where I've learned from, I guess. Like, what I'm saying? I come from that Living Legends era. Like, we was trying to be like, kind of like them, like Hyro and like, Living Legends. Um, Rest in peace, Aesop too, man. He just passed away.
Yeah.
Speaking of Living Legends, but yeah, like I think like rapping about what you feel and like rapping about you know, really what you see and rapping about like, sometimes we might tell a story that the homie did or like, but he was my best friend, like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
situations that we really saw, like, and then of course we play around, like, you know, I go to the club too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I party too, you know what I mean? Like, we get there too, but I think always like trying to like, tell a story and leave a mark with that story and
Right.
like, make people remember it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because we could talk about partying all the time. We do it all the time. But like, just leaving a mark, that's always been like my forte. So I think that's probably why people hear it in my music. Like, you know, I come from the era where it's like you gotta make them, like, you gotta make somebody be like, oh, what? Wait, what? He said what? Like, that's, especially like starting real young. Like, people, you know, they enjoyed like seeing me spit like that, and I was real young, and like spitting like I could rock with the older dudes.
Yeah.
So like that always was a thing for me, just spitting about how I was, how I could rap, how dope I am,
Yeah.
how cool I could be or how cool I am, like, oh, you know what I mean? Just regular stuff. So that's always been like a thing of mine, just spitting real stuff. And then we party a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you have like a favorite project that you've done, or favorite song, favorite album, whatever?
Um, I think I'm happy with like this new stuff that I got coming out called Cameras. Like I'm super excited about that. And I've been working on it for a long time with this producer. Shout out to my boy Cricket Boy. But like I think for albums I have out right now, it's probably Khakis. I was happy with that. And it was actually the first time I met Cricket Boy. You know, I tell this story all the time. I was stealing his beats online. And you know, making my little mixtape. And he hit me up on SoundCloud, and he's like, "Hey man, that beat you used, you know, you can have it." I'm like, "Oh, for sure." I'm like, "Thank you, man." He's like, "Hey, we should do some real stuff." I'm like, "For sure, all right, for sure." Now, mind you, like, I'm stealing these beats from like a crazy website that's in like Europe, you know, so like they're like weird beat tapes and stuff. Like I would like download them and take them, you know,
Yeah.
chop them up. Excuse me. And then he uh, he hit me. He's like, "Yeah, man, we should do some real stuff." I'm like, "Okay, for sure." And I was like, "Where you at?" He's like, I live in San Jose."
Oh, you
I'm
didn't
like,
know he was
I
there?
didn't know where he was. Like, he just like randomly hit me on SoundCloud, said I could use the beat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? That's crazy. So like a couple days later, like I went over his house. You know, he stayed downtown, and like he was, you know, he was in college at the time. So like we were staying, you know, he had a couple roommates or whatever, but we just went in there. We were making beats, and like a lot of those beats became like that album, Khakis. So like it's special to me because you know I met Cricket and like he's a producer that I still work with today, um, and then it was the first time I got to really lock in with one of my engineers, who's my engineer right now, my boy Hector, and we that's when we really got connected and really collabed and like really got closer like to you know to make it a real adventure for us both. So like you know, he showed his skill and I showed mine, so it was dope. Like, I had, and it was big for me too, cause I had never had like nobody just making beats just for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it was like, okay, I got my own producer now, and then I got this guy who's like willing to let me like rock with him and, you know, produce and engineer my stuff. So that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's why I like that album. That's probably the one.
Oh, I like that story behind it.
For
It's
sure,
more
man.
yeah, and it is really about vibes because I mean, I was never like an artist like you, but like I've done behind the scenes stuff. Like I'll do like somebody's background vocals of like, oh, I need your voice for ad libs or
Yeah.
whatever. So I've been in this, well, the music industry for a long time. I think I was like even modeling in videos when I was like 16 years old.
Oh shit.
I was on the album cover when I was 16 years old. Shout out to Nump. Um, yeah, I was like pouring the Ross, his little, he, back in the day, Nump was like known for like, he would carry a jug of Rossi all around all the time. And I was
Carlos Rossi.
I was like pouring his Rossi and I was like on the album
Okay.
cover. I think even in high school, I was like, look everybody, I'm on an album cover.
Uh,
And, but ever since then, like I've been around and there's only certain like artists or other models that I've like do music videos with or whatever, like that I really vibe with. So it's nice to like meet people that are like on your vibe like that, where you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I really like this person, versus everybody else is just like, oh, okay, that was cool, but probably never gonna see you again. 'Cause
Yeah, a lot of stuff like it might not work. Like if the temperature isn't right, you know, in the studio or like maybe in your field, like on the you know floor of the video shoot or whatever. Like that vibe has always got to be there, um, and
Yeah.
I think you know those people I was working with, they felt that vibe. So that's why we still work with it today. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's always important to have that vibe. It's gotta stay important to you. Yeah.
And I think the people who stay authentic and real with themselves, and they're like, look, this is me. You can like it or not like it, but this is who I am. Which I feel like you do. Hector does. Um, that's when people kind of gravitate towards each other. Because if someone's like putting on this fake little facade and like,
We gonna find out. We gonna see it. We gonna tell, and you're not gonna be able to come back to the barbecue.
yeah, right.
You can't come back. And
Yeah.
if you do come back, we gonna give you the burnt hot dogs and the burnt burgers.
You get the leftovers.
Yeah, and it ain't
The
no
one
more
that
mustard
fell.
left all of a sudden. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be. It's bad.
Yeah. But I like that. I like that. And I could spot, you know, like an authentic person too, which is why I was like, oh, Ziggy, we gotta have him on my show. Because this whole podcast is called Be You,
Yeah,
Inspirational Interviews. So
be you. the BU community,
Yes.
are they gonna accept me or what?
Well, listen, yeah, of course, but
Are they?
even if they didn't, we don't care. See,
Okay.
that's the
Oh,
thing. Like the
dang.
people who listen to my podcast are, well, I hope that they're gonna get to a point where they are truly 100% authentic and themselves, right? So what Erica Badu, I just shared one of her clips that she's like, someone said, what is the biggest misconception people assume about you? And she's like, I don't know. It's none of my business. I don't care. Like, I
Right.
am who I am, right? So
Right.
I like to live by that as well.
Straight
And
up.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be
They'll
like, hell
they'll
yeah,
they'll
we
be like, it's good.
mess with Ziggy. But
All
even
right.
if they didn't, we don't care around here. It's none of our business.
Nah, they're taking me in.
Yeah,
My phone's ringing already. I think they're. I think I'm in.
I think so too. Okay, so we like to get a little bit deeper on the BU show. So I'm gonna ask, what was the, and it could be in music or in just in general in life, but what was the most difficult experience that you've been through that you're willing to talk about, and how did you come out of it?
Um, difficult experience. Um, I think probably like, you know, time in my life where I wasn't able to be around my child. Maybe,
Hmm. Yeah, that's rough.
you know, it was real stressful. Probably some of the more stressful times in my life. But I think, you know, you gotta like believe in something. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta believe in something. So like, um, I believe in God. So like, I just, trusted him and like just hoped it would work out, and it did. So like, but during that time, it was like real down,
I can
and
imagine.
still like with like, the field I'm in. So like, I'm always outside, I gotta like, you know, kind of put up a facade sometimes and act like everything's okay.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that like gets to you too. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So like, I think that was like real tough. But get through it just like having faith, man. Just like, you know, trying to make somebody happy. You know what I mean? Being of service to people
Mhm.
has always been like my thought process too. Like, if I could try to like help someone or do something like, in my own little mind is like maybe cool, or some type of service, you know, that'll always get me by. But I think even in those times, it's like only you could change you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's always been my mode. Like, I think like, you know, yeah, only you could change you. And so like, it just being like being diligent, you know what I mean, in your ways. Like, you know what I mean? If you gotta let some stuff go, let it go. If you gotta do some more stuff, do some more stuff. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, you know, that'll always get you through. That's what I had to do. That was like probably like my worst time, not being able to see my baby, but
Yeah.
and it but it made me sharper though. Made me sharper, you know, having to understand how to like, you know, treat people. Having to understand how to, negotiate. You know what I mean? How to be a better father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got bruises. You know what I mean? We didn't come out clean, but it was a tough time. We got through it. Hey, and here we are. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Got stronger. But that was like, you know what I mean? That was tough. Hope we don't ever go through no stuff like that again.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Like, that was probably a tough time for me. And then still, just having faith in something and having faith that it'll all work out and staying true to it. staying true to what you believe in, standing tall on, your decisions, your mind. Like, certain things I won't do, certain things I won't accept. You know what I mean? Like, and that's that. You know?
So having faith, um, I guess, yeah, it all boils down to just having faith, right? Like,
Yeah.
just like if it's gonna work out, this is for a reason, whatever it may be, a lesson. Because you said like you guys came out stronger in
Right.
the end, so maybe that was the lesson that you had to go through to get to that point and to be the father you are now,
Mm-hmm.
which is admirable. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't have any kids, so I can't even imagine like what it would be like to be apart from my child, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that does sound.
It's tough. You gotta you gotta be a soldier.
How long did you go?
Mm. It was a while.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, honestly, I'd rather not say, like, out of respect for my baby moms. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to paint like this picture that my baby mom's like a crazy person and all that. So like, you know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you know, it's cool, but it
Yeah.
was a while.
Yeah.
It was a while, but like, it was a while. It was enough to make, what I mean, like a cool person trip. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you don't want their little self around, but it got too long. Okay, there. Maybe I don't want you around right now, but okay, but hey, it's getting too long. Bring them back. All right, we joking, baby. We joking, baby.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But nah, it was a long time. It was a long time. Like enough to make the trip. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and I'm sure like the fathers out there understand what I mean. Like, I mean when it's a long time. Like,
Mhm.
you know, um, like that was tough, especially when you like with with her every day. You know what I mean? Or see her every day, or like see her all the time. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So yeah.
But that's also whether you did or you didn't see her, you wanting to see her and having that desire is a testament to like how great of a father you are, because I only say that because my stepdad raised me since I was 3. He was literally RIP, but he was the best dad
But
ever. Like, I'm spoiled and don't accept anything less because of him. So so
yeah.
yeah, I've always been like little princess, but my birth father, however, like he would rather go, whole reason why I was raised by my stepdad was because my birth father was out in the streets basically. So,
Oh, okay.
and I don't think he even, whether he did or he didn't have the desire to see me, he didn't let it be known or make it happen or even try. So,
I had a stepdad too.
yeah.
Yep. And then, my real dad was away, but I had a stepdad too, so I know what that's like.
Yeah. But I mean, I saw him as my dad though,
Yeah, for
because
sure.
he's the one that taught me how to fly a kite, ride a bike, like
For sure.
got me my first like puppy for Christmas, like the whole like TV dad, like he was so incredible. But I did have that like father wound, I guess, like that I've healed from since then. But yeah, it's nice that you actually were like, okay, no, like I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna be her father. Do you want to see her? Like, let's
Yeah.
do this. Versus like, okay, bye. Like, easy way out. Okay, you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Okay, So
I mean,
that is
I think she
admirable.
deserves it, so
Right.
she deserves it. I don't I don't think, you know, she could she could do anything without her dad now, so that's all I ever wanted.
Yeah. And you know, it's extremely important. Like, I thank God for my stepdad because how your father raises you and treats you is how you end up as a woman later. Like, for
Is that a
instance,
fact?
that is a fact. So, all the fatherless women out there, heal yourself before you become for the streets. But
Oh
anyway,
no.
it's true. It's scientific fact. So, I mean, it's
Whoa.
fixable. Like they have to do a lot of shadow work. They have to like really go into like therapy, whatever.
So there's still hope for him though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they have to first realize like, okay, there is a father wound here. This is why I behave this way. This is why I'm reactive this way. This is why whatever. Like you have to like realize
Throw a
it. Number
band-aid
one.
on it, baby, you be good.
Number two.
Bounce
But
right
yeah,
back.
I mean, it's fixable. You just have to like, understand that it's there. But you and all the fathers out
Throw a
there,
band-aid on
just keep that in the back of your mind. Like how you treat your daughter is how she's going to accept being treated uh, in a relationship when she's a woman.
it. Yeah,
So
they say girls go get the boyfriends like their dad.
right, which is why I'm so spoiled and difficult. Like, because my daddy always said, "You want this one or that one? You can't decide. Here you go. Have them both." So
Oh no.
that's who I. That's who I am. But.
Dang.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's important. Like a father is important. I mean,
I
people
don't know
can.
if I want my daughter to go get a dude like me though.
Well, then you better. I mean, you
You
are the
gotta tighten
example,
up though.
right?
I
Right.
tried. I'm trying though. I'm trying though.
But
If she
anywho,
hears some stories, if she hears some stories, I'm in trouble.
well, not necessarily.
Don't get a
'Cause,
don't get a guy like your dad, girl.
Well, it's just
Are
a
you do you
scientific
go and
fact.
get a
Like,
do you
well,
find yourself looking for like a
well, I,
guy like your
un,
stepdad?
well, I guess like subconsciously. Now, absolutely. Like, yeah. Subconsciously in the back of my mind though, when I was younger, I think because I hadn't healed that father wound yet, I would gravitate toward like, let me be careful.
The gangsters, the
No, no, no,
oh,
no. Just a lower caliber of what I go after now. Let's just say that. They were not able to provide all of the
the
things that
brokies.
I am.
Oh.
I don't know if they're. We're gonna protect their feelings right now,
Oh no.
just in case. But they had some work to do on themselves. Let's just say that. So
For sure.
yeah. Anywho, I have a great idea. Let's change it.
Okay, my bad.
But okay, what should we talk about now?
Oh my God.
What are the joys of being a parent? Enlighten me, because I'm not a parent and I don't plan to be. So tell me, like, what are the good things about
Being
raising
a
a child?
parent?
Yeah.
Um, it's just cool just watching the little person grow up that just think you Superman. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you it's like it's hard because you like control their little world. So it's like, okay, dang, sometimes it'd be tough. But like at the end of the day, it's cool just like watching them grow and, helping them and
Yeah.
instructing them, watching them learn, watching them understand things and, having aha moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, understanding life and understanding the world and like, you know, looking like you and like, seeing who you are, them understanding you.
Yeah.
It's always little highlights that you always, enjoy with being a parent. Um, with seeing them around and, seeing them interact with other people and, they got their friends and how they choose their friends and how they like their cousins and all that. So it's always little highlights, you know. Um, so that's just like, you know, just watching them grow up, just watching them be them, you know. That's always cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aw.
It's always cool, for sure.
So, what is some advice that you might have for someone who's maybe just becoming a parent or this is their first time with a child? Like, what is something to, I don't know, like look out for, or something you would might have done differently, or, you know, I don't know, advice for
Um,
parents?
I think, you know, keep a solid household. You know what I mean? Keep your faith in something at your household.
That's a good one.
Um, you know, have your household anointed. You know what I mean? Have your household in a good place. You don't want your children watching crazy things around your house. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Keep that outside or whatever. You know, and then you know, don't shelter them either, but also, um, you know, get up in them devices. Watch those devices.
Yeah.
Go to the parent settings and all that. Lock it up. You know, do the screen time thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Do all that. Get into your, you know, everything. You know, the Roblox account, all that. Put a limit on that. You know what I mean? Go into the iPads, the iPhones. Put a limit on that. Screen time, all that. Like,
Yeah.
just be prepared. Try your best to think about ahead all the time, if you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't. Like I always can't, but like that's like, you know, preparation is always gonna be your best friend when it comes to your children. You know what I'm saying? Being prepared for anything. You know, that's probably the best advice. Like, and then you know, let them be them. Let them grow up too. You know,
Yeah.
let them do what they do. You know, but definitely prepare yourself for everything. You know, you ain't gonna get like, I mean, you ain't gonna get diapers for, you know what I mean, a certain amount of time when you need
Yeah.
them for longer. So you know what I mean. So just be prepared. You know, and stay prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that you said let them be them because I know there are some people out there that are like trying to make their children literally a replica of themselves.
Yeah.
But what if the child doesn't want to be like a baseball player or, you know, whatever they did,
Right. Right.
whatever their passions are? I mean, that's what I would, if I had a child, I would like watch and be like, well, oh, they're really gravitating towards this or they really love this and put them in that. Let them decide for themselves instead of being like, you're going to do this.
Right.
Or, you know,
If you let it happen, they'll show you.
yeah.
You know, they'll show you. You
And
know,
I feel
your child. You talk to your child's gonna tell you what they want.
yeah,
You'll see it.
yeah,
You know, like you'll understand. Like, you know, and that's the whole point. That's why you talk to them. So you want to know what they do. If they don't want to play soccer and they want to play basketball, then they'll show you. They'll tell you.
yeah,
They'll start showing signs. They might start liking basketball players and, you know, start telling you things about stuff, you know what I
yeah,
mean, that you didn't think so. So
yeah,
it's like, you know, your child will tell you and you'll figure it out, you know. And that's always like, that's why you got to let them be themselves. Don't just stick to one thing, you know.
yeah,
I put my daughter in soccer and figured out she didn't like it. She wanted to dance. So she got
yay,
into dance. So like,
yeah,
it was different. Like, you know,
yeah. I was not a sports person at all. Like I tried, I think softball, because my friends were all doing it, and I was terrible at it, and I did not like sports. And then my older cousin, shout out to Bobby, she was part of this company, this dance company, and she would always perform, and the whole family would go see her. She was in ballet and jazz and like all of the
oh
tap
yeah,
dance and stuff
yeah.
like that. And so I later was like, I want to try ballet. I did not do well with ballet, but I did love jazz, so I kept going with like jazz and stuff. That was like my thing. And then I did cheerleading later, but I was very much like the girly girl of like dance and cheer. And
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff too. So I was like, yay, dancer. Does she have like little recitals and stuff that you go see?
Not right now.
Not yet.
Not right now. Just starting up.
Yeah.
They're just starting up again. Yeah.
Aw, that's exciting.
Yeah.
But is there anything else that you want to share with the world?
Man. Check me out on Instagram, man. I'm coming through with the new album. I'm trying to get my website together right now,
cool.
so that it's the first time I'm really talking about this, but yeah, like trying to get my website together so I can put a place where people could hear all of my old stuff, all of my new stuff, and then a lot of the new merch that I got coming out that I've been working with. So
Nice.
just check that out. Just follow me on Instagram, simply Ziggy, and yeah, man. Shout out to Pacific Vibes and you know what I mean, everything everybody got going on here. We appreciate it. So look.
All right, cool. So this is on YouTube and Spotify, so I'll link your Spotify profile
For sure.
on Spotify, and then I'll put a link to your music or, something on YouTube so they can find you, and then I'll put all, your Instagram stuff in the show notes too. So,
Cool.
yeah, this was really, I didn't know we would go off on
We
a
finally got to do it. We've been trying to do it for a long time. I've been in the cuts. I've been in the cuts sleeping before, but I never was on the camera. So now that we got an awake interview.
Yeah, this very couch, he was asleep.
Out of there.
To be fair, it was kind of late, and we all did just eat, right? Like we went and got food, and then
too.
I was interviewing Panama Steve, and then he was supposed to be next, but it just didn't. It got really late, and then he fell asleep. But yeah, by the time we were done too, I was like, I'm kind of tired too, and then I had to drive back to Marin County, so. Yeah, it was just a whole thing, but I'm glad that we were able to do this. I didn't know that we'd go off on a parenting tangent. That just kind of happened, but
it's all good. It happens.
Whatever is meant to be will be. So maybe someone needed to hear it or wanted to, hear it or whatever.
For sure.
Yeah, it was good. And do you know how I end the show?
I do not.
Okay, so I remind everybody in the audience or back home to be authentically them and always be who, and then my guest says be you. So, be who?
Be you.
That's right. Bye.